Hi my dear students, welcome back to the session. Today we need to discuss analysis of cantilever truss by using method of joints. Just have a look on the cantilever truss. Here one important topic is there, that is support reaction calculations in cantilever truss. We will discuss that part later. First focus on how to determine forces in all the members by using method of joints. Here we need to draw free body diagram at each joint separately, then we need to apply equilibrium equation. First start from free body diagram at joint C. Free body diagram at joint C. So initially assume that all forces in the members tensile. Okay? Tensile means a force which is acting away from the joint, pulling the joint. Pulling force assumed to be tensile. Okay, so it is C. 5 kilonewton is acting downwards. Then TCB and TCD. Okay, pulling the joint and pulling the joint. Pulling force assumed to be tensile. It is 45 degrees. Of course, it is 1 meter. 1 meter. 1 meter. Okay, so it is 45 degrees. Just resolve the forces. TCD cos 45. TCD sin 45. Okay, TCB and TCD, just apply equilibrium equation, that is sigma H equals to 0, sigma V equals to 0. Sigma H means sum of the left force equal to sum of the right forces. TCB plus TCD cos 45 equals to 0. Two unknowns. One unknown we will get from here, that is TCD sin 45 equals to 5 kilonewton. Then TCD is equal to 5 root 2 kilonewton. TCB plus 5 root 2 into 1 by root 2 equals to 0. TCB equal to minus 5 kilonewton. Now, you determined forces in the member CB and CD. Just complete the table. What is the force in the member CD? CD 5 root 2 kilonewton. Of course, it is tensile in nature. Tensile. TCD and TCB, BC 5 kilonewton, compressive in nature. Of course, it is minus 5 kilonewton. Now, draw free body diagram at joint D. Free body diagram at joint D. This is joint D. 5 kilonewton is acting like this. 5 kilonewton acting and 15 kilonewton is acting here. And pulling the joint here, TDC pulling the joint, TDB pulling the joint, TDE, TDE, TDB and TDC pulling the joint. Of course, it is 45 in the sense it should be 45 degrees. Then just resolve it. TDC cos 45, TDC sin 45. ठीक है, sigma H equals to 0, sigma h equals to 0, in that case, what you will get, tell me? TDE equals to TDC cos 45 plus 5 kilonewton. Then here we are having two unknowns now. What is the force in the member CD? 5 root 2 TDE equals to 5 root 2 1 by root 2 5 kilonewton. What is the force in the member DE? 10 kilonewton. Correct now? TDE is equal to TDC cos 45, TDC is equal to 5 root 2. Then finally TDE, DE is equal to 10 kilonewton tensile in nature. Now sigma V equals to 0. Sigma V equals to 0. What you will get, tell me? Here 15 kilonewton is acting downward. Then TDC sin 45. Okay, and again TDB equals to 0. 15 kilonewton. What is TDC? 5 root 2 1 by root 2 TDB equal to minus 20 kilonewton. What is the force in the member? BD. 20 kilonewton compressive. Okay, so this is free body diagram at joint C, joint D. Now we need to draw free body diagram at joint B. First write down up to here. Okay, now write down free body diagram at joint B. Here joint B, this is B. 10 kilonewton is acting upward, and here TBC pulling the joint, TBA pulling the joint, TBD pulling the joint, TBE. Of course, it is 45 degrees. Now we need to resolve the forces. TBE cos 45, TBA sin 45. Just apply equilibrium equation. Sigma h equals to 0. TBA plus TBE cos 45 equals to TBC. Now TBE, both are unknowns. Okay, so just apply sigma V equals to 0. Here TBD plus TBE sin 45, TBE sin 45 plus 10 kilonewton equals to 0. What is the force in the member BD? Minus 20. It is minus 20 kilonewton. Minus 20 kilonewton. TBE sin 45 plus 10 kilonewton equal to 0. TBE equal to, here it is minus 10, finally 10 root 2 kilonewton. Force in the member BE equal to 10 root 2 kilonewton. TBA plus 10 root 2 into 1 by root 2. What is the force in the member BC? 5 kilonewton compressive minus 5 kilonewton. Then TBA plus 10 kilonewton minus 5 kilonewton. Finally, force in the member BA minus 15 kilonewton. So, what is the force in the member BE? 10 root 2 kilonewton. 10 root 2 kilonewton tensile. Now, what is the force in the member AB? 15 kilonewton compressive. Okay, so this is the way to determine force in all the members. Okay, you determined forces in all the members. Finally, you build the table. Now, write down up to here. Now, put it in support reaction calculations in cantilever truss. Support reaction calculations in cantilever truss. So what are they? What are the support reactions? It is hinge support. You will get two support reactions. Of course, it is RA. And then what is the force in the member AB? Then you will get, this will be HA. If it is HA, horizontal reaction will be HE. Here you will get of course RE. Take, okay. How to determine 4 support reactions? Okay. Here 4 unknowns, 3 available equations. You can't solve the problem directly. Okay. That is why we need to apply method of joints to determine support reactions. For that we need to draw free body diagram at joint A. That is the logic. Free body diagram at joint A. This is joint A. Here RA is acting upward, HA, this is HA, and then TAB is acting like this. Okay? Just apply equilibrium equations, that is sigma H equals to 0. That means HA plus TAB equals to 0. What is HA? HA TAB, force in the member AB, is nothing but 15 kilonewton compressive. Minus 15 kilonewton equals to 0. HA equal to 15 kilonewton. You got the magnitude of horizontal support reaction at A. That is HA equals to 15 kilonewton. Okay. Now, sigma V equals to 0. Here, some of the upward force equal to 0 at joint A, then RA equals to 0 kilonewton. Okay. Now, free body diagram at joint A and joint E now. Free body diagram at joint E. It's a common sense. We are having 2 unknowns. You determine forces in these 2 members. Just draw free body diagram and apply 2 equilibrium equations. We'll get 2 unknowns. Now, free body diagram at joint E. Here, HE in this direction, RE in this direction, TED in this direction, and TEB. Of course, it is 45 degrees. Now we need to resolve the forces. TEB cos 45, TEB sin 45, just sigma h equals to 0. Here HE equals to TEB cos 45 plus TED. Now, what is the force in the member BE? What is the force in the member BE? 10 root 2 tensile in nature. BE 10 root 2. It is tensile in nature. Force in the member DE. DE 10 kilonewton tensile in nature. Finally, we'll get 20 kilonewton tensile in nature. Okay. So HE equals to 20 kilonewton. HE equals to 20 kilonewton. Beautiful. Now, sigma V equals to 0. Sigma V equals to 0 in that case. Tell me, sigma V equals to 0 here. RE equals to TAB. RE equals to TAB sin 45. Now, what is force in the member BE? 10 kilonewton, 10 root 2 kilonewton. 10 root 2 into 1 by root 2. 10 kilonewton, that is reaction at E. RE equals to, yeah, RE equals to 10 kilonewton. Equals to 10 kilonewton. Now, tell me how much you are getting. Perfect. Okay. So, this is the way to determine support reactions in cantilever truss. Now, we need to check whether our values are correct or not. Okay. So, this is the way to determine support reaction calculations by using method 1. Method 1. Okay. Now we can discuss method 2 to determine support reactions in cantilever truss. First, write down up to here. Yeah, now we need to check whether our support reaction calculation values are correct or not. Okay, you got HE equal to 20 kilonewton, RE equal to 10 kilonewton, and HA equal to 15 kilonewton, and RE equal to 0. Now we need to apply equilibrium equations. See, sigma H equals to 0. What is sigma H? Tell me first. Sigma H expression. What are they? Right side positive, left side negative. Okay. Sum of the left forces, tell me. 20 kilonewton left. Right 15 plus 5. 15 plus 5, 20 kilonewton. This 20 kilonewton. Both are balanced. Now, upward forces 0, 10 kilonewton and 10 plus 10 20, 15 plus 5 20, balanced. Okay. Sigma H equal to 0 and sigma V also equal to 0. Okay. So you will surely get it. Now apply method 2 to determine support reactions. Method 2. No need to apply free body diagram at the joints. Okay. So to apply free body diagram at the joint A, first you should know force in the member AB. Okay. Force in the member ED and force in the member EB. Without calculating forces in the members, how to determine support reactions directly in cantilever truss, that is method 2. Okay. So for time being, you don't know RA, you can write RA equal to 0, you got RA equal to 0 kilonewton, HA equal to how much? 50 na? RE equal to 10 kilonewton, HE equal to 20 kilonewton. Correct? It is 20, it is 50 now. R equal to 10 now. Okay? So this is the thing. For time being, neglect everything. Now. Okay? Now. Just method 2. Draw free body diagram for the complete cantilever truss. This is the free body diagram. Okay, so complete cantilever truss, free body diagram for the truss. Just apply equilibrium equations. Okay, sigma h equals to 0. Here, observe one thing. At this point, just common sense. Just apply sigma v equal to 0 at free body diagram at joint A. So I will surely get RA equal to 0 kilonewton. One support reaction will definitely become 0 in cantilever truss. That is pakka. So among these two, one will be 0. Okay, now how can you decide? See, just common sense. Sigma h equal to 0, sigma v equal to 0. There is no force vertically, only one force. That means RA will definitely becomes equal to 0. RE is not equal to 0. Why? Because once you resolve it, you will get one component vertical direction. But here you won't get it. That is why RA equal to 0. Now, sigma h equal to 0. Here, tell me, sum of the right force equal to sum of the left forces. HA, right forces. HA plus 5 kilonewton equals to HE. Two unknowns, okay? Sigma V equal to 0. Sigma V equal to 0. Here RA plus RE. Upward forces, sum of the upward forces plus 10 kilonewton. Upward forces 10 kilonewton equals to 15 kilonewton plus 5 kilonewton. Finally, this RA equal to 0, RE equals to 20 na, here 10 kilonewton, you will get it. And one more good thing here is sigma M A equal to 0, sigma M E equal to 0. Okay? Sigma M A equal to 0, sigma M E equal to 0. Okay, so you can blindly apply sigma M A equal to 0, sigma M E equal to 0. Okay, so no, you can believe me. You can apply, then we can prove it also. Okay, so once you apply sigma M A equal to 0, you should get same value. So, okay, so now sigma M A equal to 0. Okay, then what you will get it? First, moment of this force about this point. Is it clockwise or anti-clockwise? Anti-clockwise. HE into 1 meter. It is anti-clockwise. Moment of these three forces 0. Moment of this force is anti-clockwise. Clockwise, clockwise, clockwise. Okay. Moment of this force, it is anti-clockwise. 10 kilonewton into 1 meter equals to 15 kilonewton into 1 meter clockwise plus this is 5 kilonewton into 1 meter, 5 kilonewton into 1 meter, then 5 kilonewton into 2 meter, 5 kilonewton into 2 meter, correct now? Anti-clockwise, anti-clockwise, clockwise, 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 that's it. Okay, here 15 kilonewton meter plus 5 kilonewton meter, 10 kilonewton meter. Okay, so here HE plus 10 kilonewton meter. Finally, HE equals to, here how much is that? 20, 30. Finally, 20 kilonewton, you will get it. He equals to 20 kilonewton and how much you are getting? Re equal to 10 kilonewton. Just apply He here. Ha plus 5 kilonewton equals to He 20 kilonewton. Ha equal to 15 kilonewton. Ha equal to 15 kilonewton. Are you getting the same values? Check it out. Ra 0, Ha 15, Re equal to 10, He equal to 20. Okay? Now apply moment about E. You should get 0. Okay na? Even you apply moment about E, the things will become 0. That is the beauty of cantilever truss. It is perfect cantilever truss. First, one support reaction will become 0. What is the problem here? Total 4 support reactions. We are having 3 unknowns, 3 available equations. You can't solve the problem. That is why just observe what is happening here. You will definitely get one support reactions become 0. One support reaction will definitely become 0. Then we need to calculate 3 unknowns, 3 equations. Okay, first sigma h equal to 0, sigma v equal to 0. Then just apply moment about any support A or E will definitely become 0. Then you can happily calculate support reactions directly. No need to apply free body diagram at joint A and joint E. Okay, for that you should know what is the force in the member AB and EB and ED. For in method 2, no need to calculate forces in adjacent members by using method of section or method of joints. Okay, you can directly calculate support reactions. You will get around 2 questions in GATE and other competitive exams. Okay, this is a wonderful logic to determine support reactions in cantilever truss. Right on up to here. Now we can apply method of section. You should get same values to determine forces in the members. Right on up to here. This is the way to determine the support reactions by using method 2. Okay, so we discussed 2 methods to determine support reactions in cantilever truss. Right on up to here. Now, analysis of cantilever truss by using method of section. Analysis of cantilever truss by using method of section. Okay, I am trying to determine force in the member BE. Okay, so force in the member BE. For that we need to take a section like this. Take a section in such a way that it should cut minimum 3 members. In that our required member must present. Section divide the truss into 2 parts, right part and left part. You need to draw free body diagram for either left part and right part. Just common sense in cantilever truss. Better to draw free body diagram for the right part. Why? Because support reaction calculations in cantilever truss is a little tricky. We need to spend some time. So don't focus on the left part in cantilever truss. Better to focus on the right part. Draw free body diagram for the right part, then apply equilibrium equations to determine forces in the three members. Okay, so here say this. Free body diagram for the right part. Free body diagram for the right part. Okay, so it's very simple, I guess. Here ठीक है, TDE, it is of course TDE, then it is TBA and TBA 10 kilonewton is acting upward, 5 kilonewton is acting downward, then 5 kilonewton and then 15 kilonewton. 15 kilonewton. Here, of course, it is D, B, C. Just have drawn free body diagram for the right part. Okay? So consider all the forces that are acting at the joints and internal forces in the sectioned members only. Now it is E. Of course, it is A. Okay? Yeah, this is free body diagram for right part. Now we need to apply moment about E. Okay? Sigma m E equals to 0. Here, moment of these two forces about this point equal to 0. Moment of this force about this point clockwise 15. This is clockwise. This is 0. Clockwise. This is anti-clockwise. Now tell me, TBA into 1 meter, it is clockwise. 15 kilonewton into 1 meter, clockwise, that is 0. 5 into 5 kilonewton into 2 meter equals to 10 kilonewton into 1 meter. Finally, we'll get TBA equals to 5 2 is 10 and finally we'll get minus 15 kilonewton. Force in the member BA equal to minus 15. 15 kilonewton compressive. Now, just apply moment about B. Just apply moment about B equal to 0. Moment about B equal to 0. Then you will directly get force in the member DE. Force in the member DE. Moment of these two forces 0. Moment of this force 0. Moment of this force 0. Moment of TDE about this point anti-clockwise. TDE into 1 meter. This is anti-clockwise. This is clockwise. 5 kilonewton into 1 meter. 5 kilonewton into 1 meter. Moment of this force is clockwise. Remaining things are like this. TDE equals to 10 kilonewton. 10 kilonewton tensile in nature. DE 10 kilonewton tensile in nature. Now, write down up to here. How to determine force in the member BA? That's very simple. Write down up to here. Now, just resolve this 45 degrees. TBE cos 45, TBE sin 45. Okay na? Just apply sigma V equal to 0. Sigma V equal to 0. Okay, in vertical direction we are having only one unknown. That is the common sense. Okay, just only one unknown. In that case, sum of the upward force equal to sum of the downward forces. TBE sin 45 plus 10 kilonewton. TBE sin 45 plus 10 kilonewton. equals to 15 plus 5, 20 kilonewton. Finally, TB equals to 10 root 2 kilonewton. This is what is the force in the member BE? 10 root 2 kilonewton tensile. Okay, this is the way to determine forces in the member AB, BE and DE by using method of section. Okay, first these three values matched with the table. Okay, now so this is the method of section. Right on up to here. Next, now we can take the section in a different way. This is the way. In this case, I am trying to determine force in the member BD. Okay? So draw free body diagram for the right part. Okay? Free body diagram for the right part. Just draw free body diagram for the right part. Here it is 5 kilonewton. 15 kilonewton is acting downward. Then TDB and then here TCB TDB TCB and here TDA and of course it is C, it will be D. Clear? Of course it is B. So we need to consider the right part only, and here force is acting here is 5 kilonewton and TDB is acting downward, TCB is acting like this, TDE 15 kilonewton. Of course, it is the section free body diagram for the right part. Now, just apply moment about B. Moment about B. Just apply moment about B equal to 0. Then these two unknowns will become 0. You will get only one unknown. You will directly get TDE by applying moment about B. Tell me. Moment of this force about this point, anti-clockwise, this will become 0, clockwise. TDE into 1 meter, that is clockwise. 5 kilonewton into 1 meter, 5 kilonewton into 1 meter. So finally TDE equal to 10 kilonewton tensile. What is the force in the member DE? 10 kilonewton tensile. Next, apply sigma h equal to 0. Sigma h equal to 0. Yeah, this is very simple. In this case, sum of the left force equal to sum of the right forces. Left force in the sense TDE plus TCB DACB equal to 5 kilonewton. TDE is nothing but 10 kilonewton. TCB equal to 5 kilonewton. Finally, TCB equal to minus 5 kilonewton. 5 kilonewton compressive. BC 5 kilonewton compressive. Now sigma V equal to 0. Sigma V equal to 0. Sum of the downward force, and all are downward forces. Okay. TdB is acting downward. 15 kilonewton is acting downward. 5 kilonewton is acting downward. Correct na? All are acting in downward direction. 15 TTB and 5. Finally, TTB is equal to minus 20 kilonewton. Force in the member BD. 20 kilonewton compressive in nature. Okay, this is the way to determine forces in these three members. Okay, so how to determine force in this member? Just draw free body diagram at joint C, you will directly get it. Okay, so this is the way to do analysis of cantilever truss by using method of joints and method of section. Okay, so we are having two methods to determine support reactions. Those two methods also we discussed in the class. This is all about analysis of cantilever truss. Okay, so now we need to discuss about zero force members. How to find number of zero force members in the given truss. That we can discuss